All right,
All right,
I've
and
got
we're
you up.
off. Yeah, we're at it. So welcome back to anyone tuning in. It's DJ Falling Up G with my best friend Strangled Angles. Here, returning to my truest love in all of Magic, Death and Taxes. Pretty similar list to what I've played in the past streams, if you've watched those leagues at all, or if you're a return viewer. So there's not too many big surprises. Paul has convinced me to play a couple of portable holes in my sideboard, kind of just trimming numbers from other cards that I've historically played in higher amounts to just see how that feels in a league. I know there's places where we'll be really strong, and some of the cards like Wedding Announcement feels like there's a few less decks in the format and they're at higher volume than they used to be, where that's a key player that I really want 4 of historically. So I've kind of trimmed down there. And also the biggest thing probably I'll call out, it's like the biggest point of emphasis of something I'm kind of hoping to see in this league is how does Spirit of the Labyrinth feel. I decided to go up to 3 in the 75. It's kind of taking up a 1 of flex slot in the main and 2 in the sideboard. Not exactly what I would necessarily register at a tournament tomorrow or anything, but I just want to see how it feels. It feels in my head conceptually like it could be really strong in the current meta. So I kind of want to just put it through its paces and see if it actually plays out that way. So that's the main things to call out. Also fit in a second giant killer as just also good in like the mid-range matchups if there's 6/6 demons or other big threats floating around. I'll want those. So let's go ahead and jump in.
Giant Killer is just power forward raider, right? It's not power or toughness.
Yeah, it's just power.
I was just thinking about the Zur deck.
Yeah, it doesn't hit Zur.
Have you played against that one?
We did on the stream like a couple weeks ago.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
We
if
got
we did.
like
okay, yeah.
that was that league with Death and Taxes that felt really bad, but I ended up going 4-1 because I played an enigmatic type deck 2 times, and the first time got pretty thoroughly trounced, and the second time was going to be getting pretty thoroughly trounced until they kind of threw that one match.
Yeah. I remember that now.
But that second time it was the Zur deck. Dang. Well, I'm gonna keep it, but it's really good if I draw like planes on turn 2.
Oh yeah, I was like, this looks like a really solid hand, but I forgot the Castle Ardvale comes into that.
I'm almost like, I don't know, maybe I just play a 2-drop. I probably play Ardvale turn 1 actually.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think
it's like not giving myself the chance to get lucky, but like it just is way too important to get Aspirin down turn 2 on the play, I think.
I agree.
And if I draw an untapped white source, I still get to play Savior plus Virtue the next turn, so I still get to kind of make up. If I don't,
okay, looks like we've got some kind of humans deck.
Yeah, interesting. I don't really know what to think of that. If it's just humans, like I haven't played against humans in a while.
Yeah, the most recent humans list I played against was blue-white, and it was playing basically mono-white humans splashing Mockingbird, because you can just Mockingbird as the
as
the lieutenants,
just
or the lords, sure. Yeah. Seemed pretty good.
Yeah, I have to say it seems kind of good on face value to me as well. Let's see if I just got. Oh, okay.
Okay, this looks like very classic mono-white humans.
Yeah, if they're playing ossification, I'm guessing they're not splashing another color. So now I have to. Okay, great draw. I'll just jam on.
Yep. Now hopefully we can set up a Dramoka's.
Yeah, right. It's like kind of the awkward, like I want a sorcery Dramoka's, but if they play pretty much, they only get 1 spell, so, oh yeah, and they had to play a tap land. If they just play like Thalia's Lieutenant or something like that, I have a pretty clean 2-for-1, like kill the Lieutenant and get my Aspirant back.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. Yeah, which I probably will do.
Lieutenant. Yep, just how we drew it up.
Now the main thing I'm hoping is that they don't have that creature that gets things back from their graveyard in the deck.
Oh, Extraction Specialist?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
Alright, I still think it's just too good to...
Oh yeah, this doesn't seem like you can pass it up.
Yeah, have to go for this. The question is, where do I want to put the counter? I think I just pretty immediately diversify my threats a bit, put it on the Aspirant again. hold back just because of the mutavaults. If they had basic planes, I could like play a 2-drop and attack me with the mutavault. I don't want to give up the damage here.
True. That's like how you lose, right?
Yeah, like I
Just,
think I'm
like,
feeling pretty
sneaking
good
under
right
the
now. Oh, Brutal Cathar, okay. Well, this is why I'm glad I diversified here. Like, kind of tempted to want to trade. I don't think I'm going to, but I'm tempted to.
Yeah.
But I think it's good enough to keep the aspirant.
Yeah, I think it's worth keeping. You even have the Parting Gust.
Yeah. I hope I draw an untapped white source.
That'd be nice. That would be very nice.
Another 1-drop.
Okay.
It's pretty good too. Any land is good. So I think I want to just play Savior and represent Virtue. And put a counter here. Play some defense. Like there's a chance, depending on how this turn cycle goes, there's a chance Virtue is like creates an amazing trade for me, and there's a chance that Giant Killer can like kill the recruitment officer if they put another counter on it too.
Yeah, I like that. I like that patience. I feel like my inclination would have been to just Parting Gust the Brutal Cathar, just like take back the Archon immediately. But now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I think this makes more sense.
Does open me up to recruitment officer being activated, but I think in this specific game state, if they spend their turn doing that, I'm okay with it. Hoping they turn it sideways. Dang.
Not that bold.
Okay, so they're gonna activate it and flip their Brutal Cathar. I'm like kind of wish I could just Field of Ruin the Mutavault right now. But, oh dang it! I was gonna say it's so good for me if I just draw an untapped land.
Yeah, right.
But I did not. Okay.
Huh.
I mean, I think I just represent Field of Ruin plus Parting Gust.
Yeah, this feels like a pass the turn.
Yeah, and I think I just counter here.
Yeah.
Wish I could attack or do anything that was helpful.
They still really don't have good attacks.
This is a tricky spot. Okay, that was a mistake on their part. They forgot to activate the recruitment officer.
Oh,
that's pretty
oops.
fortunate for me.
Yeah.
All right. It's probably pretty tough to come back from. I have to be careful about the Hopeful Initiates because they can remove Virtue of Loyalty, and as of now, this is definitely a game that Virtue of Loyalty will just win me. Okay, well they have 3, so I guess I'm not going to really get around them that much.
Jeez.
Good thing I have an Aspirant too, though. So now the Brute will flip. So I think I kind of need to remove it.
Yeah, you pretty much.
Otherwise, they can just like eat my token, which is like a 3/3 is way too valuable right now. So I think this will be an end of turn. Eat the Brute.
Field plus.
Yeah.
Eat it. Yeah.
And then I get Arcana out, which is really good for me. Going to 9.
This is a nice little throwback game. This feels like a year ago Pioneer.
Yeah, it really does.
A couple podcasts that I listen to lately have just been talking about how good Pioneer feels right now and how sad it is that there's no competitive events.
Yeah. Okay, there's no way they can activate those right now, so I think that I just get to... Oh, I forgot I even get a counter. I'm gonna get a counter on everything. I honestly think I might even just go Selfless Savior.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good time to slam Virtue.
Yeah, it's a slam Virtue turn for sure. Dang. Their one missed activation on recruitment officers. Pretty big deal right now. Cause
It really is.
it's definitely like, I think they're just going to run out of time. It's like just one virtue trigger is devastatingly good here.
Right.
Like, I don't really even know what they could have.
Yeah, it feels pretty over. I mean, even if they got the one recruitment officer activation, I don't know. I think you were... Obviously, they'd be doing better. I think you were pretty favored with this setup.
Yeah.
Now they have no way to grow their initiates. Oh, I guess they do. Mutavault, technically.
Yeah, but they'd have to throw a lot away. They'd have to throw all of them away, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
They'd have to animate Mutavault, attack with 2 initiates and the Mutavault, and I could kill all of them just for them to get rid of the virtue, and that would be if they have an untapped land to also activate. So I think they won't even be able to... Okay, yeah, they won't even be able to, like, activate them. I mean, they're not, like, dead on board, but they don't have a lot
But
of...
they're basically dead on board.
Yeah. Not a lot of hope for them. Probably at this point, basically the best thing they could have would be like the protection from, give protection from white to everything.
Yeah, true.
Just as like a way to fog.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not even a kill shot right now. Is it? No, it's not.
So 4, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'll go here. Just make them block, so I have to block at least one thing here. And I definitely want to leave the Mutavault able to untap and block, because that would be like the one thing that could block up Brave the Elements. And Iganjo can actually kill something through Brave the Elements too, so...
Oh yeah,
pretty,
that's hilarious.
Pretty actually well insulated against it here.
Do you just play the Giant Killer here too?
I think I probably do. Let's
feel
see
like
if they
you
do anything. Let's, yeah. I mean,
probably not killing
there's
anything.
a non-zero chance that I Iganjo to like stop a double block or triple block from killing something, and then I might almost rather just have Mutavault untap and be a blocker.
True.
That seems like the more likely way to guarantee a win, perhaps. Okay, so yeah, they're going with the just. So now I think I don't know. I almost still think I don't. Like,
Yeah,
I kind of feel like
I
there's a
think
chance that
holding up
Mutavault
Iganjo plus Mutavault is
do
better.
they have Iganjo? They have Iganjo. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not a big deal because they're still dead on board the next turn. Yeah. I think I'm just letting this happen. Just like. Well, I shouldn't say they're dead on board. They have plenty of blockers, but the only way they beat me is by those blockers being alive and able to attack me. So. Interesting.
Now they just activate main phase. Okay.
They play Aspirin. Wow, I haven't seen that be played in this deck in forever either.
Yeah, this feels like a very old, outdated version of Mono White Humans.
Yeah. They're still dead on board, actually, because of my cave, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you didn't use the Iganjo, so they're just dead. Very nice. Well executed. This feels like, I mean, this always felt like a pretty good matchup,
Yeah,
right?
It did.
I've been thinking a little bit lately about our black-white deck that we played.
Yeah, the black-white, like, Death and Taxes-y type deck.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in revisiting some version of that, like seeing if there's any new additions that would, or just, you know, how it would change to the current meta.
What do you think, are there cards that sparked that thought that you, like, know you'd want to try, or is it...
I really like Vanishing Verse. I really want to play
Vanishing
Vanishing
Verse
Verse. I think that card's great. And just like playing, I don't know, just playing the white-red deck a lot has made me miss the black removal.
Yeah, black removal's real good.
And Thoughtseize.
I was wondering if you, I've had the thought, but like again, this is where it really depends on how you build it. Like, are you gonna go with the Archon, Redain, like Hate Bearsy approach, or are you gonna kind of ban those for more objectively strong like mid-range cards, or are you gonna kind of try to put those in the sideboard? You know, there's lots of different ways to build it, but I've wondered if there's like a black-white Death and Taxes kind of shell out there that uses the Ritual Chamber, Unholy Annex. Because like you can play Mutavault in that deck, and you can play maybe some demons that are just good in like a Death and Taxes style, like top end curve cards too.
When Unholy Annex like first started popping off, there was some black-white decks that did well in challenges. They just kind of dropped off in favor of, you know, Fable Blood Tithe. But no, there was some black-white versions that were playing like Vanishing Verse, Wandering Emperor, Unholy Annex, Archfiends, you know, all that stuff. Just like, basically having white for like Vanishing Verse, Wandering Emperor, and I think there was something else in there that they had white for, but I can't remember right now. Yeah, that's definitely a thought. But just like revisiting a black-white mid-rangey, potentially Death and Taxes-ish.
Yeah, there's definitely good enough stuff in black-white to be a good core. I think the thing that makes the black-red, my opponent's mulliganing to 5, and my hand is like really, really good. So.
Well, that's probably a game.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I can draw 5 straight lands, and they can have a god hand. But this is this is pretty much the hand I would draw up as the opener, and I would just draw into like, you know, the late game stuff. But yeah, I think the thing that makes like the Rakdos versions of that kind of strategy more appealing is that you like don't have to pick your battles as much. You're just like, yeah, I mean, playing Fable plus Blood Tithe Harvester lets me like for sure main deck 4 push, 4 Thoughtseize, you know, and kind of be able to mitigate when I draw them at the wrong time.
Right, you get to just loot stuff away.
Whereas like I feel like in the black-white version, you're kind of like, do I want to like actually, you know, how many copies of these cards do I want to play? How many are in the sideboard? How many are in the main? And it's like a little bit harder decision making. And that's honestly, in my opinion, like the hardest part about building out the black-white versions of this strategy. Is like not the card quality is all there. It's just like what is the cohesive strategy?
What are the right numbers
for the main deck, and what is the way you supplement it in the sideboard? Like what's the right way to? Yeah, you have Vanishing Verse, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, and other removal spells. And then you also have Skyclave. You know, like white has really good removal with Skyclave, and Giant Killer is out there too. You know, as like kind of like creature-based options. So I don't know. Yeah, it's tricky.
It is tough. I totally see that. Like it feels like the red-black, you can kind of just throw the strongest on-rate spells in there, and you can loot away the ones you don't need.
Yeah.
Whereas with the black-white, but I feel like if the black-white had, you know, the most optimized list for the meta, whatever the meta may be, it has the potential to be at least as strong, if not better, than the black-red. But how do you find that list? Yeah. I definitely see the appeal of playing the, like, looting effects. Obviously, I've been playing a Inti Fable Fear of Missing Out deck for a while, so...
Yep.
It's great. It's great to be able to throw away the cards you don't need.
Yeah. Alright, well, the 2 portable hole are looking pretty good here. My opponent has. Okay, they have the Adeline. I was wondering about that. But I have answers to everything right now, so pretty good shape. So I think this is just a portable hole, your Skrelv, and make sure I can remove the Adeline because that's the only thing they have going on.
Yeah, Ossification is on Thraben?
Yeah, Thraben Spectre, which is like crazy.
Interesting choice, yeah. I don't even think you care about that.
No, I don't. I mean, it's nice to get a free Thraben off Jamoka's command later.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I think I will just do this now. I just like think this is.
Seems worth it.
It's like I don't want to give them the chance to draw the Brave the Elements, and like Adeline's the only thing that's
Right.
doing
They
anything.
have 0 cards. This kind of just closes the
Right.
door.
It's kind of like I don't think you can really win at this point, and I think
Yeah.
I will leave back 1, 3, 3. Yeah, because I was gonna say they could draw Brutal Cathar, but now they can only hit me for 1 even if they draw it. I want to keep a blocker back, but I think like if they draw anything that's not super high impact here, and I can just play Archon, it's like immediately over at that point. That's kind of good.
Portable hole. Another juicy portable hole target.
Yeah, this will lead to an interesting next turn cycle. I'd still like. Yeah, I'm not gonna make this trade. I'm just gonna turn it into a race. I want to kill them before they can top deck out of this.
Yeah, which I think you will just fine.
Yeah. I still wish I had one more land.
Yeah, it would be great to go portable hole Archon here.
Yeah, I think I will go. I think I'm gonna go ultra defensive here. Go counter here. No, I think I just go here.
I think it's better to play defensive, just like play to how do you possibly lose, you know?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you just have so many more resources than them. Like, you just have to not die.
Yeah, and I think I'll just play this.
And then hold Aspirant. Seems worth it. The Aspirant, like, just is something that could...
Yeah, I think I'm mostly... Honestly, the only thing I wouldn't even say I'm worried about it because I'm so far ahead, but... This is the type of game where Hopeful Initiate can blow up my portable holes and then, like, get them back into it. So I just want to not let them get counters. And even drawing Hopeful Initiate now is probably, like, too far behind because I have 1 counter and they're going to be going into the Abyss really soon. Okay. That's okay. Okay, they didn't even like activate the Mute Vault and attack with it, which makes me feel like I'm pretty much for sure gonna win, because yeah, nothing they can really put the counter on up between those two that I care about. So I'm gonna attack for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna attack for 10 theoretically. They tried to activate in response to the trigger, but oh, are they still gonna attack with it? Okay, that's fine.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I actually will just trade that for a 1/1.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, great draw. I think I'm just... I think I'm just going here. So I can attack, and they'd have to block with literally everything to trade.
Yeah, and then just play the Archon.
Yeah, and then what would be the thing that would most punish me attacking with Inspector would just be if they drew Brutal Cathar and could exile the Archon and then attack with quite a bit. So I'm gonna leave the Inspector back.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Again, it's how do you possibly lose here? If you taking your time is not going to lose you this game, I don't think.
Agreed. Now they're going to be in Chump City. Can't think of a card that could get them out of it at this point.
Yeah, I can't either. Not a single card.
No, it is Brutal Cathar.
That's one of their best possible top decks.
Oh, and they're hitting that, so they're not even trying to play offense at all.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make a trade because my life total is low. Neither of these cards are that valuable, so it's fine for me to do this. Lots of good draws here, and I have 2 clues.
Yep.
Really just want to see a spell so the Brutal Cathar doesn't flip.
Yeah, Brutal Cathar flipping into like another sweet top deck is like starting to get a little scary.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a spell. We'll take it.
I guess I will crack a clue. I maybe should have done that first, actually.
Yeah, I was
It's a
thinking.
really good 2-drop. Dang. Oh well.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, I would have wanted to play it at sorcery speed anyways.
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna keep playing defense for at least one more turn here. But this is where their Aspirant is the card that just slowly makes their combats better and better. Fortunately, they definitely don't have, even with like 1 counter here, they don't have a lot of good attacks. Okay, they're just going for it. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll take a trade here for sure. Like, they need lands to cast their spells.
Yeah, that seems like a good trade. Now they just can't top deck a 3-drop.
Yeah, unless they drew a land, which is good for me too.
Right. They have to, yeah. They have to spend a whole turn drawing a land first.
And having this Virtue just means, like, I know I'm winning with Virtue if I just survive long enough.
Right.
I'm in that stage now where, like, lands are good draws. Oh, that's really good too.
Ooh, yeah, that's very nice. Very
Okay,
nice.
so I think they already flipped the Brew, so it doesn't really matter playing something this turn, so I'll just
Yeah, I think you just pass.
Yeah.
They've been pretty aggressive, so they'll probably send... I would think they'll send something, probably the Brutal Cathar.
Right, if that's what they send, then I'm in great shape, because I can eat it, and...
No fear of Brave the Elements, because it's
Right.
red.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't draw that well either game. But this is definitely how this matchup tends to feel for me. Like, the games don't tend to be like huge blowouts one way or the other, but as the game progresses, it's like harder and harder for them to win incrementally.
Right. Thalia. Ooh. That's a little awkward.
Well, I'll play Emperor.
Yeah, you gotta just play it now. I mean, now they probably don't attack, but...
Which is probably okay, because the Emperor is gonna like kind of neutralize the advantage they're getting from Aspirant no matter what.
Right.
Yeah, they're in a tough position. It's like the game's not over, but they gotta draw well and play really, really well to get out of this.
Yeah.
And if I just draw Dramoka's Command, it's immediately over.
Yeah. That's definitely true. I would assume they're sending no attacks here.
Yeah, which is pretty good for me, because then I get to make a 2-2 and then make it a 3-3 and attack them, and they're only at 8, so... Definitely want to draw untapped land here now. That's pretty good too, because it just turns off them drawing another Brutal Cathar. Oh, well, that would be Knight anyways when it entered, but it turns off like Thalia's Lieutenant. So
True.
Probably play that over. And it's just nice because then I can do 2 actions this turn.
Okay, they go to 5. You just play the Hushbringer, Crack Clue.
Yeah, I think I'll leave up Crack Clue with Giant Killer.
That's fair.
I don't think I really care about like hitting the 5th land drop, especially now that Virtue's 6 mana. It's like, I just,
Yeah, true.
I think now I'm very much in like I don't know what they could draw. It's gonna have to be, you know, continuous, like Portable Hole, I guess, is probably their best draw now. Get rid of my 3/3. And even then, I'm not that worried because like I can Giant Killer tap something and then eat it with Emperor on my turn too to like gain 2. Like I can Giant Killer tap Thalia here. Actually, I'll probably just tap that. I can't imagine they're gonna attack. I guess they could put a counter on this. That would be a bad attack though, because then I could just chump it. Yeah, I don't think they really have a good attack.
No, I don't think they do.
I'll see where they put the counter. If they put the counter on Thalia, that would give them like 2 3-power first strikers, so then I would tap Thalia. And then I feel like they don't really have any good attacks, because the only thing that can attack still is Moonrage Brute, which I could just block with Thraben Inspector and then immediately eat it, lose 1 life total, but get Aspirant back.
Right.
And then I could attack with Hushbringer for gain 2, yeah. And if they don't attack with anything, I can just tap Adeline and eat that. Since that's probably the biggest threat overall in the vacuum. This is the nice little Giant Killer Wandering Emperor.
Yeah,
combo.
right? Cute little interaction, yeah. Love it.
Alright, where are you putting your counter? My opponent's down to 7 minutes of clock, so they wouldn't, even if they won this game, they probably don't have...
Right.
Like, I was all of a sudden like, wow, this feels like this game is taking forever.
They've been thinking hard about these plays.
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think they have a good attack. Honestly, do I just eat the Adeline still? I feel like I could tap it and eat this. Or I could just eat the Thalia and have this. That's probably better, actually. Leave up the Giant Killer to tap.
Yeah, especially now that you got the 5th land for the Virtue.
Actually, if I plus Wandering Emperor on Samurai and attack with it plus Hushbringer, they have to block Samurai. But they could just throw away something that doesn't really matter that much. So I feel like it's probably better to... It's basically like, do I eat the Thalia or do I make them chump with one of these? And they just chump with Illusion Token. So probably better to just get rid of the Thalia.
I think get rid of the Thalia. Yeah.
And Gate 2, which is quite relevant right now. And I think I will attack with Hushbringer, because I think every point is mattering right now.
And now you can like hold up Giant Killer plus 2/2.
Virtue. Yeah, like I don't think having this as a blocker is that important right now. And now if I draw an untapped land, which has like... I'm drawing a lot of tapped lands, but if I draw an untapped land, it means Cave plus Hushbringer's lethal. Okay.
What?
That's probably just them conceding, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Is this like their first time playing this deck or something? I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know. that was perplexing. Going there. I'll go ahead and do this. So they could get Wandering Emperor off the table here, but in order to do that, they need to throw away Aspirant.
Well, if they swing all out, they're dead.
True, yeah. That was
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess who am I kidding? Yeah. Attacking Emperor. Oh, okay. So they're just dead. Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, you can just eat the 1/1,
Yeah.
let Emperor die, and you just win.
Yeah. Probably someone who's new.
Yeah, it kind of seems like it. Definitely made some questionable plays. However, this is a good matchup anyways. I don't think it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still...
Yeah, actually, it was still good games. Even.
Yeah.
That second game, actually, I was like thinking, wow, like getting a cruise to this victory, and then they had a pretty good string of draws to kind of catch them up to my pretty good hand. So that was an admirable showing from Mold to 5 for that deck, that's for sure.
Yeah, for a Mold to 5, that they made it a game. Yeah. Have you heard anything about what's going on in Standard lately?
I think I just heard something that it's really expensive.
Yeah. It's getting really popular, so we're getting back to expensive Standard cards. So like,
man, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah, right? Remember when Thragtusk was like $25? Well, now it's Screaming Nemesis. Screaming Nemesis is like $35.
Jeez.
Because Mono Red is insanely good in Standard. Anoint with Affliction. Do you know that removal spell?
Is that 2 mana one?
It's actually pretty
Exiles?
relevant. It's actually pretty good in Pioneer
It
too.
has Corrupted?
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, I mean, the Corrupted really doesn't matter. It's just 2 mana instant.
Right.
Exile target creature, mana value 3 or less. So it hits a lot of things. And like now in Pioneer it hits Unstoppable Slasher and Enduring Innocence. Exiles both. Which is pretty relevant.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, yeah.
But
Definitely relevant.
yeah, it's like a $5 common now.
I have no idea what's going on across the...
I don't either. Usually when I see Sunken Citadel Insidious Fungus, I think it's that one blue-green deck. Have you ever played against that blue-green deck?
Oh, blue-green
Okay,
deck.
but
I
I mean,
no
but
clue
they didn't play the Sunken Citadel in blue. Like they don't have blue mana yet, so I don't know. This might just be some mono green. Yeah, it looks mono green. I don't know what this is either. Okay, Fecund Green Shell. That's the same card that the blue-green deck plays, and Arid Archway. This still might be the blue-green deck.
Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, put it... Wait, why do they play this?
Oh, yep, there's a blue-green land. Yep, it's the blue-green deck. Green Shell is like their main card, so they play that, and they play, I mean, Grazer triggers it,
Top card of your library.
the Fungus triggers it, like everything they play triggers it, pretty
Oh,
much.
it just draws every turn.
Yeah. They play the, Clifftop Lookout. It's like a 3-mana 1/2 reach that puts a land into play.
Do you think it's worth playing Redain?
Most of their stuff is creatures. I can't remember if they
Or,
play
like, is Skyclave better to just get rid of the fungus? Like, both options seem bad, to be clear, but...
Yeah, neither option seems great. I can't remember if they play Storm the Festival or not. I think they do, so maybe...
Okay, I was
maybe
gonna say, I think I'm gonna
Redain's
go for
worth it.
Skyclave.
Yeah,
Or, I mean, Redain.
Redain. Yeah, I think Redain seems
I'm gonna
worth it.
hope they attack me with the green shell. And
You
I
pretty
can
much need to
Emperor
treat this
it.
deck like mono green, I think.
Yeah.
But a little bit different. They play the like 4-mana 3/4 frog that when it enters you can like put stun counters on something.
Okay, well, definitely them being on the play, me not knowing what I was up against, and playing Giant Killer straight up feels real bad right now.
Yeah.
Is what it is, I guess.
They had a weird start. I didn't like immediately identify it as the blue-green deck.
I didn't know this was a deck, so.
I've played against this deck a few times online. It's actually done well in a couple challenges randomly.
Interesting.
It's just like a value pile, you know, just snowballs, just like mono green pretty much.
I have no idea what's going on now. They have a convoke spell?
I don't know. Looks like it. What the hell is this? Oh, Chord of Calling. Okay, I've never seen that card in this deck. Glasspool Mimic on green shell? Okay, oh god. Yikes. That's
gonna
gross.
attack? What?
Dude, this is just value pile.deck. They just want to amass ridiculous board.
Well, they have one card left in hand, so
That's true. They only have one card. At least you have Emperor. Hopefully they start attacking.
Yeah, I also have Giant Killer, so I don't like need them to attack necessarily.
Hey, I gotta step away just for like
Okay.
a minute or two. I'll be right back.
That's so random.
Height Sale Larcenist? What the fuck? Okay, I've never. Okay, this is a different version of the blue green. Okay, I'll be right
That's
back.
the most random thing ever. Drawing cards, jeez. I'm probably losing this. Jeez, I don't know. There's a way I can get out of this. This feels like a deck that if they draw the green shell, they're in good shape. Okay, I'll call it. Well, I think it's definitely a Hushbringer deck. Definitely an invasion deck. I just feel like Spear, did they have anything that would draw them cards? Hard to say. Spear might be good enough as a 3/1 if Redain's not turning anything off. Oh, but Redain does hit Chord. Yeah, Redain's good. Skyclave might not be that good. Probably any removal's decent though. Seems unlikely that Selfless Savior does very much here. I'll cut those. Cut an Inspector. Not gonna be attacking with small creatures much here. Alright, despite how much of an absolute beating that game was, I feel like I have a very good plan here. Being on the play should help. Ugh, jeez, just nothing of a hand. Okay. Keep this, I guess. Very much not that happy about it. Doesn't really have any of the things I really want to see. Get rid of this Redain. Feels like they're more likely to be going off with double spelling and whatnot than they are to rely heavily on a single Chord of Calling. It would be nice to draw an Aspirant off the top here. Or, I don't even know. I'm feeling so flustered by this deck. Oof. Didn't think about how that'll make attacking hard. I did need another land no matter what, so that's something. Well, it's a pretty good hand, that's for sure. Jeez. They draw the mana source that lets them play one next turn. Wow, that's insane. I think I gotta go after the goose here. Hope they don't hit a land. This feels like I'm getting high rolled pretty hard. We shall see. The fact that they just found this many copies of the green shell in the 2 games I played. Okay. It's pretty horrible for me. It's probably game. I think just having turn 1 ramp into turn 4 green shell both games. It's probably just, and I'm not having any removal for any of it. Where's the Parting Gust? Why did that have to be double green shell against my invasion hand? That's pretty rough. Yeah, they just really go crazy with that effect. Man, it's absurd. Chord for x equals 3. I don't think I have a way to get out of this. I can eat one of the green shells. I have one more in hand. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna get to play it. It's tapped land actually, so they don't necessarily get to play it. If I can get rid of the castle, 1, 2. Okay, I have an answer to castle as well. So, I mean, they don't need a whole lot to be really in this game, but they do need something. They have another core. It's definitely just over. Well, now I drew an answer. That's pretty relevant. Imagine they're lining up a chump here.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the absence there.
No worries.
Looks like we're in game 2.
Yeah, they absolutely destroyed me game 1.
Yeah, it looks
game
like
2,
that was...
I thought I was going to lose really promptly. They have another chord? Holy cow, they just keep drawing chord.
Oof. What's under the invasion?
A green shell. I've already eaten one with Wandering Emperor because they tapped it for a chord for x equals 3.
Oh, wow.
What are they going to get with chord for x equals 3? Just a second Risen Reef?
Another Risen Reef? I don't know. I've never seen...
Okay. I feel like I might need to get rid of that one.
This is a version of the deck I've never seen. Yeah, because last time they got Glasspool Mimic, so either way, it feels like kill the Risen Reef.
Yeah. And then I'll also get rid of the Castle Garenberg as well. Or Sunken Citadel, which is better to get rid of. I guess maybe Sunken Citadel, right? Because it can add mana to both Castle and to Fountain Port, so yeah, probably Sunken Citadel.
Yeah, I think Citadel's the one to get rid of.
Okay, so I think... So they have a 7 mana green shell, but their non-basic lands under tapped. Okay, now they can eat the Wandering Emperor, which is pretty rough. Wait. Oh.
I think that only eats creatures or artifacts or something.
What does?
The Kite Sail?
Oh, no, I meant they can attack the Emperor now.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, now they can just play green shell. Yeah, I mean, they just drew 2 green shells both games and had turn 1 ramp both games, and I didn't have great hands either. It just feels like literally like I just had no chance because of that. Like, I just kind of ridiculous.
I don't know. Yeah, this is.
I mean, I drew no Hushbringer, and the game 1, my Giant Killer would have been like huge. Like if I draw Giant Killer here, yeah, okay.
Right, Hushbringer. Hushbringer is amazing in this matchup.
I don't need a crazy amount here. Alright. But that'll probably do it. Man, that was just like...
That's gross.
That made that person... I hope that person was streaming, because that made that deck look great, but I just drew like 7 irrelevant cards.
Right.
Definitely a matchup that made me really wish I had the 3rd Hushbringer. I just feel like Hushbringer is a total bullshit police card right now.
It is a bullshit police. That's a great way to put it, yeah.
Really, that's like why I've been on 3. I kind of thought that maybe Spirit of the Labyrinth would feel like it had that kind of side to it, but it doesn't. It hasn't been relevant yet.
Yeah.
Which this is classic Pioneer and why I tend to like doing the like, let me make my sideboard as good against as much stuff as possible approach instead of like targeting things too specifically, because then you end up playing decks like that where you're like...
Right. Everybody's kind of doing this. Right. It's very much entered like old modern phase.
Yeah, we're just
like everyone's doing their own thing.
Yeah, sure. Metagame, like plan for one deck, but that deck is gonna... You're only gonna play it once out of 15 rounds. Or
right. All right. Looks like we have green white, either Angels or normal Coco.
Yeah, I don't love doing this, but I feel like this is a lot of... If I had any proactive 2-drop to play, I would do that instead.
Yeah, but still killing elf is really good. I have to step away again for like 30 seconds, sorry.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Kellen. Interesting. Okay. Guessing this means it's the other green-white hate Bearsy type deck that exists with the Enduring Innocence and whatnot. So I do think I want Giant Killer out. The question becomes, do I play my Selfless Savior as well? I feel like Cracking Clue is probably actually more valuable here, but then I won't have... I'll play the spell from my hand. Next turn I'm not going to want to do anything other than play Wandering Emperor, so drawing an extra card feels like it probably isn't that relevant here.
Alright, I'm back. Okay, looks like we have green, white, Coco, no Angels.
Jeez. What's happening here, man? Just getting...
we have Emperor.
Yeah.
Not all is
I will
lost.
sorcery speed the Emperor too. Oh, they just draw Bodyguard.
Ugh. Kellen. When's the last time you played Kellen in your deck?
It's been a while. I've just liked playing. Basically, I guess I've like... I had it as a 1-of for quite some time, and I just tended to feel like it was... Like, I prefer kind of fitting in the, like, sideboard cards, you know, and into the extra slots instead lately.
Yeah.
So they can, like, force a chump here, or they can do this. Oh, wow. That's not what I expected to have happen. Okay.
Yeah, I did not expect them to just pass either.
That was great for me.
They pretty clearly have Coco.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about Coco. But I'm just not going to play a spell and hope that I can find a way to navigate my Wandering Emperor into living between Iganjo and...
Yeah, Iganjo's nice, plus you have Mutavault to block too.
Plus Giant Killer to tap, so I have a number of options. I just need them to not hit 2 flyers. Okay, Kellen plus that Archon. Not too upset about it yet. I think I'll tap Kellen and see what they... I just don't want them to draw another card. Attacking me, attacking... Oh, me attacking Emperor. Okay, yeah, they probably have some kind of... They could still bodyguard save that, which is kind of... Just let it go. Okay.
Huh.
It's really good for me.
Yeah, this is fine.
I mean, like, I'm gonna need them to not have just... Like, I'm out of stuff, obviously, so... Skyclave the Emperor? Wow, okay, well... Wow. At least if I get rid of the Skyclave, I get a 4/4.
Dang.
Oof, I do just need something here.
Come on, something good.
On Virtue.
Ugh. Gross.
Okay. It's officially looking rough.
Yeah, now it is. It wasn't looking that bad until you top deck 2 lands in a row.
Yeah, and they had the answer for the non-combat answer. Like, did I mulligan this game? I feel way behind. Oh, I guess they just drew Eldrazi Displacer. Okay. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's unique.
Well.
And they have the mana up to use it, so they can just blink their Brutal Cathar.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything, because it's night.
Oh, true. Yeah, good point.
Blinking Skyclave doesn't accomplish much yet until they can do it twice in one turn. Okay. I mean...
Well, draw 3 lands in a row. That's definitely a way to lose this game.
Give myself a chance to draw something good. But it's getting much less likely that this goes anywhere. Oh yeah, because I can just blink whatever token they make too. Yeah, I'll call it on that.
Oh right, they can't. Yeah, it's not just creature you control. They can blink anything.
I'll give myself one more draw. Jeez, I feel like I'm on a real bad run here. And my god, do I wish I had the 3rd Hushbringer.
Yeah, right. Stupid portable holes got in the way. Well, this is only game 1. You do get to bring the Hushbringers in.
Yeah.
Albeit only 2, but...
And Containment Priest, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's good enough.
Yeah. Another land. Okay, well... That game was doomed to fail, for sure.
I don't even know what I want. I think I just want these.
Yeah. That's probably it. Take out Spirit of the Labyrinth.
Yeah, Selfless Savior seems bad.
Yeah,
Everything else seems pretty good.
Giant Killer?
Giant Killer's good enough, I think.
What does that hit?
I mean, what would you rather play over Giant Killer? It's good with
Yeah.
Emperor. It was good that game. It was actively. It was not my
No,
best
that's
card that game.
okay.
But it was
That's a
definitely
fair
like,
point. Maybe there's nothing better to bring it. Well, honestly, you're gonna hate this. I'd probably bring the portable holes.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't bring in Portable Hole against this deck.
I mean, it hits their. They play probably 6 elves and 3 or 4 Kellens.
Yeah.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't tend to think hitting elves is the way that I win this matchup. I'll say that. Like,
It's not always, but sometimes that's the way you lose, is when they just like play an elf and have the perfect like curve out. Like elf into 3-drop into Coco is really tough.
yeah.
Okay, this curve's
Have a
pretty good.
set of things. And Thalia's not very relevant against this hand. I mean, it's relevant against the Virtue that I can now not cast for 100 years, but I was gonna say, if I just turned them off of a 3-drop, like, that's insanely good for me. Great
Which
draw.
you probably know. Their deck is chock full of 3-drops.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I feel like that deck is really greedy is without.
Yeah, I don't get Thalia in that deck at all.
Yeah, Coco's just 7 mana right now.
Yeah.
It's dying.
Right. Okay. This is fine.
Yep. Don't care. Sure. Try to race me a little bit. It's fine.
They're playing so fast compared to your first round opponent.
Yeah, it's great.
Why not play the Inspector there?
I couldn't because of Archon. Otherwise
Oh,
I
right,
would've.
Archon.
Yeah.
Duh. Yep. My bad.
Would have been an amazing Inspector turn for sure. They have another one. It's alright, I have another answer.
Yeah, they're also stuck on 3 lands. Yeah, I don't. They're basically stuck on one crappy spell every turn for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and I'm 1 land away from Virtue now.
Yep. Well, Dramokas.
I was hoping they'd play a spell. I mean, now I feel like they probably have like Aven Interrupter or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Which,
but-
if they play it on Dramokas, I can just play it on my turn, right? Still, because like it's plotted, so I can play
Yeah,
it
if
on
they
my
have
turn.
Interrupter. I guess it's worse if they have like Werefox and they exile.
Oh yeah, that's actually devastatingly bad. I'm definitely not gonna. I think I will just. Oh, if they have Werefox and save this, that's also annoying. Yeah, I think I'm just playing patient. I think I'm ahead, so I'll let them be the one to get blown out.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's the question is how bad is it that their thing flips, but I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, that's like I don't really care about that.
had the Werefox. So what's the play here?
I think the play is, it's definitely, I want to keep the Archon.
So what about, so you could kill two things right now. You could go...
No, no, they don't have an enchantment to sack, so I don't, because they're not blocking or anything, so combat's not going to kill a thing. How could I kill two?
So if you go field one of their lands, and then you have...
Oh, double Dramoka.
4 colored sources, you could, like, Dramoka's the Archon, counterfight the Brute.
Yeah, and then get
then let it get killed, and then while the Archon's under the bodyguard, kill the bodyguard.
I could. I think I'm gonna just... I think I'm just gonna 1/1 counter and just put him under a fast clock here. And leave up... Oh wait, I don't have another... Annoying mana. I can't leave up... I can't do 2 of these spells, I just noticed that.
You can if you field, right?
No, because they cost 3 because of Thalia.
Oh, right, Thalia. Never mind. Yeah, that doesn't work. Stupid
I'm just
Thalia.
gonna do... I think I'm gonna just do counterfight with my Archon and just like keep clocking them. And then hope that I'll have an opportunity to get a bigger blowout with one of my other removals.
Yeah, I like it. You have 2 more removal spells. You can take your time.
I'm like way ahead here.
I guess the only risk of this is now they could go land Coco. But it has to be basic. Yeah. And it is. Okay, of course it is. Yeah.
Right.
Of course it is.
I mean, yeah, they probably have 2 in their deck.
Right.
I mean, I'm not super scared of Coco. I like, it's definitely the way they get out of this game, but I don't... Yeah, it's so annoying. Like, they don't have anything that clean blocks this. Or that... Oh, Jesus. I hate that.
Well, you can exile it, at least.
Yeah, but they get the draw. Oh, they only get 1 draw per turn off it, right? Yeah, so I could give them the gift now. So I probably will do that. There's at 7, so...
Yeah, right. You're clocking them pretty good, actually, with this Archon.
And any of their removal that's like Werefox Bodyguard or whatever is like I can respond to it and kill it again, like same way.
Yeah.
Okay, don't really care about that. Can't play other spell, but I think they can.
Now, do you end of turn kill the Brute? Feels like you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like
I think what I do is let them go to... This is where my... Depending on what they attack with, I was going to say the Dramoka's command could be a really big blowout here. Yeah, now I'm just going to... And cast 1/1 counter, fight. Only have 2 lands untapped. So I'm just gonna...
And they can't cast a spell. Yeah.
Just gonna make the Archon big.
Yeah, I mean, now they're at 1 just from in the air attacks.
Are they conceding? It's going slow. Or is my internet going slow? Not sure.
You never know with Magic Online.
Yeah. What has happened? Okay.
Nope, just a lag.
I was gonna say, I don't feel like they seem like the type to concede quite yet.
Do you field? Oh no, okay, yeah, you just cast Virtue, duh. I forgot you could cast Virtue here. That's really good. Okay, that's probably game. Yeah, okay.
I was gonna say, I don't think they can really get out of it that well from there.
Okay, so wait, hold on.
Now on the draw. It's definitely better on the draw.
Giant Killer. It just
Didn't
what's
get
it doing
anything there,
really?
yeah.
I mean, I understand it does the thing with Emperor, but I feel like that's a corner case.
It
I feel
also
like
taps
Portable Hole would
flyers.
come up more often than that.
Like if I have a portable hole and they have an Archon killing me.
But now we know they have
Taps
Thalia too. That's another Portable Hole target.
Thalia was actively good for me that game, so I don't know.
That's true.
Put them off Coco for like 4 turns.
That's true. That's true.
I
don't know.
I do think being on the draw makes me want Portable Hole more for sure. Like I
you
think
just lose
Giant
to
Killer is
Elf.
just a valuable card in this type of matchup in my experience. But
You definitely lose to Elf more easily on the draw.
yeah, like I mean, I think I want it now. I just don't know what the cut is because I like everything. And also, Giant Killer can hold a counter with Dromoka's command. Like Giant Killer being a body matters a lot in this deck because if there's Wandering Emperor, Virtue of Loyalty, Dromoka's command, Aspirant.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Honestly,
It
the
still
cut's probably
feels-
Thraben Inspector.
You think Thraben is worse than Giant Killer?
I mean, I
really?
have 2. I think so. Yeah.
Man.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's play it out.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
Come
Well,
on.
if we
Really
draw the
good Giant Killer game right here for their deck with no
right.
targets for the actual spell side.
Let's draw the Giant Killer and just imagine if it was an Inspector and see what we think.
Yeah, I mean, if I just have a Hushbringer out, then I'd rather it be a Giant Killer, right?
That's true. That's true. That's an argument. Having the Hushbringers in.
Dang, they have the turn 2 Callan on the play. Pretty good.
It's better than Elf. I'm glad they didn't have Elf.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't have Elf as well, but it is pretty good that they'll just get to attack with it.
Yeah, it's still not great, obviously.
Oof, this is just not shaping up to be that good of a hand.
Is this Aspirant or Virtue?
I think it's Aspirant. Aspirant encourages a sorcery speed removal, which would let me slam Skyclave on something with like knowing exactly what I'm hitting.
Yeah.
I really need to draw a freaking land. Okay, well, that's not great for me. Okay. Well, they're gonna leave that on top. Oh no, they bin it. Wow, that's fantastic for me. They need a land.
Yep. I mean, okay, so if you could Skyclave the hole here and then put a counter on Skyclave.
Yeah, I'm Skyclaving the hole. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like that.
I think this is a matchup that I really want to play to the board. Oh, they hit their Coco mana.
They did, but they don't have another Coco.
Oh. Alright, I'm getting a little lucky here. Do they have removal? Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
I mean, they're doing the risky play.
Alright, now we just need to top deck a land.
That would be nice.
Come on, land.
Same portable. Oh, they milled it that time.
Milled the hole. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, they kept it on top with the Explorer and then they hit it with Kellen. No land is annoying. Archon is good though.
This feels like a on the draw and missing my land drop loss. Like they just have the Kellen going. Removal, just infinite removal creatures. Like, where's my Hushbringers, man? This is a horrible league if cut a Hushbringer.
Yeah.
It is just truly insane how bad it is. This
Yeah, we really need that third Hushbringer.
Like, holy cow, this is terrible. Come on, untap land. Oh my gosh. Well, actually, that's still pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Would have been way better to be Wandering Emperor, but...
Right. I'm gonna play other Thalia now.
I don't care about that.
Oh, Skyclave, okay.
They just literally drew 100 removals.
Yeah, they drew so many
On the play.
removals. Yeah. Brutal.
I just need an untapped land. Actually, I maybe needed to trade them. Okay, alright. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know.
That was just not my match, man. Or not my league. Those
there
last
was
two
really
matches were just... I drew none of the, like, really good cards. In the
There wasn't
matchup...
any agency in that match. It was, like, at least that last game, it was just out of your control. They just drew incredibly well.
Dang.
Run draw. Bummer.
Bummer of a league so far.
Well, we can still pull out a 3-2.
This is, like, really making me feel, though, that I just for the stuff running around the format, I value Hushbringers much more highly than Spirit of the Labyrinth. Which was I was thinking Spirit would feel so good. It just has so many. I mean, I could be having the opposite experience. Like, it's really good against Blue-Eye Control. It's really good against Heroic. I could be hitting those decks, but I'm just not, and it's irrelevant. And I'm wishing I had the spaces for the other cards.
Spirit is it's really good against Phoenix, obviously, and Blue-Eye Control just for like Teferi, I guess.
Yeah, it's just a 2-mana 3/1 that just shuts off their Planeswalker win con being good.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay. Yeah, that does seem pretty solid. And then you said Heroic. Wait, how's it good against Heroic?
Just like all their spells like draw cards, and they're all bad when they don't draw cards, and it's insanely good against Illuminator Virtuoso because every time they connive, they just only discard.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I guess, yeah. I normally more think about the black-red deck these days than like traditional Heroic.
Oh yeah. No, the black. It's not that good against black red, but it is a 3/1. But it's not that good against that deck. And then it's good against Unholy Annex theoretically. Oh, and then I think it's really good against like Beanstalk decks too. I mean. Not really.
True.
It's a 2-mana 3/1 that shuts off all their extra draws. It's pretty relevant there.
Yeah, no, I can see the argument. It does seem like it's a thing of like, it definitely has its spots where it's good. Like, potentially here. I don't know what we're playing. Is this Gigantha?
Yeah.
It could just be Gigantha Phoenix.
Is that a
sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. It just means they don't play Temporal Trespass or. Oh no. Okay, I have no idea what this is. We're in the 1-2 bracket, baby.
Man, losing those two, I feel like probably both of those matchups that I just lost to are matchups I would say. I would consider this deck and this to be like favored against both of them, so it's a little bit of a bummer to have had them both slip away.
That's how it goes sometimes, yeah. But yeah, all I was gonna say is I think Hushbringer is probably more impactful when it matters than Spirit is.
Yeah, I agree. Hushbringer, when it matters, just wins you the game immediately.
Right, exactly.
I have no freaking idea what's going on.
I have no idea either. I'm no help here. Flood Pit's Drowner into the Flood Maw. Flood-themed deck? I don't know. Okay.
Me.
Blue-red tempo? I don't know what's going on here. Fire you? What? I have no clue. Why would they be playing Flood Pit's Drowner specifically? In a blue-red deck with Gigantha. Yeah, no, I've got nothing. Like, the only decks I've seen Flood Pit's Drowner in are Merfolk and Ninjas, because it's good to ninjutsu. But I don't know why either of those decks would be playing red.
Yeah.
It just seems like blue-red cards I own.
Yeah, I know. Into the Flood Maw.
Yeah, it's just so random.
I feel like there's no way Volkmir is bad, and if they're holding like a Spell Pierce, okay, I was gonna say they would Spell Pierce that, and I'd get it out of the way for my Emperor, but apparently.
Yeah, if they're play with fire in your face, Valkmira seems good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what is this?
Fable.
Okay.
Fable. Well, I already have an Arcana and Volkmir
so
out.
it's just like
blue
red mid range, playing into the Flood Maw and play with fire.
This
I'm
can't
so
be like
confused.
creativity, right? It just.
Oh, I didn't even think of... No, because they play Flood Pit's Drowner.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a creature it would hit,
That would be a creature it would hit, yep. Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't know
I don't know
much
what
I can
this
do to mess
is.
this up.
Yeah, right. I will say, Flood Pit's Drowner, extremely impressive in the Ninjas deck. Have you ever played against that deck?
No.
Dude, that card, when you're bouncing that and getting to replay it, quite good.
That is good, yeah, I see you.
Quite good.
So pretty much unless they do something amazing this turn. Don't know how they could.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
they have like a 1-turn window to do something that I really don't see coming, and that helps me understand this deck. Oh, Tree of Perdition.
Oh,
okay.
what?
It's a combo deck with.
So it's a Grixis tree deck?
Now I know that I should bring Rest in Peace in.
Yeah. Why are they? I don't understand this.
Soul Cauldron, basically, to give something that ability, and if they do it now, they can do it because I don't have a removal spell up.
They can do it, but they can't kill you.
Yeah, but then if they like play with fire me, it's suddenly. Wait, what does attacking with that do? They can put a counter on it, but that's not good enough to do. What it? Oh, they can put a counter on it, and then they can exchange its toughness. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're just
exchange its toughness. What are you talking about?
If they put a counter on it and then tap it with the Tree of Perdition effect or whatever they can.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Which if they do that, what do they put me to? 1? Because it has
2. It's always 2 because they have to put a counter on it.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's why there's play with fires.
Yeah, so I guess Volkmir is looking pretty good here, and then if they tap it to do that, I can Wandering Emperor, so that's kind of nice.
Right.
So they need something better than that to get me here, I would say.
Okay, so it's a.
Oh, it's actually just gonna die too. Interesting.
Oh yeah, and they have to pay 1 to target you with it. So they
it's not gonna die. Never mind. Yeah, it's a toughness, which is why I was like, why did I think this was gonna be alive yet? No, it's not gonna.
Okay, how do you lose this? I mean, yeah, I think
I just represent.
A no-brainer here. Yeah. So it's a tree deck, and they're playing. I don't understand the blue splash. Is Floodpit's Drowner that good? Into the Floodmaw? Really? Yeah, I don't get it.
So I'm hoping they either don't play a spell and are trying to play patient, so they let me like untap with removal up to respond to their tap, or I'm hoping they like play a creature or something more aggressively that lets me like play this Dromoka's command, because I can Dromoka's, make them sack the Fable, and eat the shaman and like fight the shaman token.
Right. Okay, it at least got a little more interesting once we realized they're playing a actual strategy.
Now it's definitely close.
Not just cards I own.
Yeah. It's definitely a close game here. How bad can it be to use the mana to draw here? Can't be that bad, right?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I have literally no idea what they might play, so. Okay, there we go. Nice, that's a good draw too. Alright, I think I just do this. Do they have any burn spells that could kill me from 4? I mean, I think I'm in pretty good shape here. I just don't really know what they could have that would.
I don't. What burn spell could kill you from 4?
Yeah, well, I'm just trying. Like, what are they putting in this? Like, what? Yeah, what's their thought process behind how they built this deck? Why they built? Like, why does it have play with fire in it? You know, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
So like, seems like they want to have the. I guess it probably to kill from 2.
Yeah, I think that's
Not from 4 or 5 or anything. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If they like do something incorrectly here, I could win. If they like play some kind of spell that an attempt to kill one of my guys.
Yeah.
And don't block.
Right.
Then I could put a counter on, but it's looking like they're not going to do that.
Just take them to 1. Let them act first.
Yeah, that's my
I
current
don't know what
plan.
they could have here.
Right. Soken's in. Okay.
Okay, I don't really think that matters.
I think now I'll take the opportunity to Dramoka's command, though.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Get rid of that bullshit.
Because I'm still holding up Parting Gust. Granted, it can't target tokens, I guess. Classic. How many times did this come up?
True,
But
true.
I think just getting rid of the Reflection plus the Goblin Shaman, leaving them with
Yeah.
2 1/1s.
I think it's
I
still
don't know,
worth
maybe that was bad.
it. No, I think that was worth it.
Okay. I don't really know what the ways are that I could lose this game.
What's the alternative?
I mean, just like holding up Dramokas and
Yeah,
killing them with my attackers next turn. I
true.
don't know. But it's probably fine. Man. Like 6 minutes ahead on clock already. Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how they kill you. Does Thrill Seeker even kill you here? I don't think it does. No, because they have to pay so much extra mana with Valkyria.
Well, yeah, then they have to really pay 1 extra mana, but they're non.
But they would have to play it for 3 and then
Right.
pay 1 extra, and it deals 1 less damage, so it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what could kill you here.
The counter on one of those.
Oh, I guess they can put you to 2 right now.
Well, no, all my stuff on taps.
Well, no, but they can put you to. They can just tap and put you to 2.
Oh,
No, no, they can't because they don't have a mana. Never mind. Valkyria was actually really good here.
Yeah, maybe I should have just held the Dramokas. I don't know.
So they can put you to 2 for 1 mana.
I could have just Parting Gusted the Reflection and then still have Dramokas, which is clearly the better card to represent because it like can prevent bird spell damage and it can target not tokens. So that's probably what I should have done. I was just thinking, oh, it's so nice to get the 2 for 1, but it's probably like the Shaman token just doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have gotten free mana from it by attacking, getting a treasure, which theoretically could matter. But...
Right, especially with the Valkyria, that definitely could matter.
It's like a little bit of a feudal game trying to predict what might matter, admittedly.
Yeah.
Because I just have like no idea what they might have.
Interesting they haven't played a single black mana either. I guess maybe they're literally just not playing black mana and just planning only to discard the tree. That's kind of what I would assume. I mean, we saw a lot of.
Yeah.
They had 5 lands in play and not a single black.
What do I do here? Flood Pit's Drowner. Play with Fire. Bounce Spells. Fable.
Like, Graveyard Hate's gotta be good, right?
It probably. They could have some of that like 2 mana creature that was in Duskmourn that's like an artifact that like gets the activated ability. Like I know that's the way around the Graveyard Hate.
Oh,
Artifact.
Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
is it
true.
Melvin? I couldn't remember the name of it.
Marvin or... No, it's Marvin. It's
Marvin.
definitely Marvin. Because I remember making jokes about my dog, Marvin. With Anna, yeah.
Like there's a little part of me that wants to just like be like, I'd rather just have generically good interaction than like go after the graveyard specifically.
Yeah. No, that's
But
probably
it's hard
better.
to say.
Because if they don't draw the Soul Cauldron also, then your Graveyard Hate does nothing, right?
Although, yeah, I forgot that it just fully turns off Soul Cauldron too. So it basically turns off Tree being in the graveyard being relevant, and it turns off Soul Cauldron as a card if you play it before they play the Soul Cauldron and hit anything.
Right, but
It's probably worth it.
that is the only thing it turns off. Though.
Right, yeah, but that's like how the deck wins in essence.
That's true. It seems like a really crappy deck if it's not doing that, right?
Yeah.
Portable Hole might be worth it.
I'm trying to decide. I don't know.
Portable Hole, I mean, it hits the Flood Pits. It hits
Killer,
the
I think, is
potential.
bad.
If they do play Marvin, it hits that. It hits the Cauldron.
Oh, yeah, hitting Soul Cauldron actually is good enough. Yeah, it's good.
Feels like a pretty good catch-all here. Yeah.
I feel like Verdane is like probably okay, but not great.
We didn't see a single spell that it affected, right, Verdane?
Well, but
the
the
backside.
Yeah,
backside
I think it's like kind of like if we're kind of playing the 2 ships passing in the night game, and I just have threats and they have some threats out, but then like they're not comboing. I feel like Volcamira is just like a total mirror breaker then of just like, all right, now none of your stuff does basically any damage. And
no, I agree. I like keeping 2 here.
I could maybe just see.
Heart.
Yeah, I cut 1 Parting Gust.
Yeah.
Maybe I could maybe cut more, but I didn't.
They have a lot of tokens, and like they can do stuff with a 1/1.
Right. Yeah, I could see cutting another and.
Well, I guess you already made enough cuts. Maybe just or yeah, Thraben.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Thraben. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I've been playing Parting Gust, I tended to cut it when it was like, oh, this deck can work with a random 1/1 token. Like, it can do stuff with it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think that philosophy is sometimes true, but like, a lot of the aggro decks can kind of do stuff with 1/1s, but like, hitting the Heartfire hero is still amazing.
Still worth it. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, well, I'm not keeping this.
Well, yeah, that's awkward. Just awkward lands.
Keep it, but not excited about it.
Yeah, not ideal, but it's a hand.
Yeah, I'm on the draw. Drawing literally Razorwitch Thicket makes it seem great, so.
Is it more important to turn 1 the Thraben or turn 2 the Virtue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know either. Could go either way. How many overgrown farmlands do you play?
3.
3. Seems usually fine.
Yeah, I think the mana base is good. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's the Soul Cauldron. I have Skyclave at least.
Yep.
Okay. 2 of my 3/4 drops.
Yeah, we better draw a 3rd land here.
Now is where Fable's just brutal. If they just Fable me, it's like probably just it's hard to imagine winning that game at that point. Yeah.
Ugh, gross. Well, I feel like if you draw the land here, you still probably Skyclave the Soul Cauldron.
Yeah, I think that's what I will do as well.
Because I think you can beat a Fable by itself. They don't have Bloodtide Harvester, they don't have Archfiend, you know. Oh, yeah. That's not as good as a land, but it's also pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. They have Into the Flood Maw, which is really random.
I mean, you probably just main phase this Dromoka's command, right?
No, I'll attack because I want them to block.
Well, yeah, attack first.
Yeah,
but I mean,
and then if they don't block, I'll still just play it.
Yeah.
But they're definitely not going to block. Definitely not a very good position here.
No, definitely not ideal, but taking out the Fable is important. Soul Cauldron still doesn't do anything.
Right. There's a chance they just get to like attack, make a treasure, double spell, me into Oblivion. But it's also a chance that they don't have too much going on and they were relying on that Fable to get rid of 2 trees in their hand or something.
Yeah, and you can also block the token now.
Right, but they could also just have a spell that gets rid of this.
True.
Flood Pit Drowner or something.
classic surveilland to put the tree in the yard. They put a flood maw in the yard. Okay.
It's a pretty good card. I mean, it's just 1 mana kill my 3/3 vigilance.
Yeah.
Maybe they already have one.
Okay.
What is into the flood maw? This card is everywhere.
Is it everywhere?
Well, it's just on leagues that we've played. I swear I've gotten into the flood mod on leagues we've streamed like 10 times, and I'm like, when did unsummon become a card that people play? I don't. It still shocks me.
I mean, it is a lot better than unsummon, but I agree. I don't really get it.
Oof. Okay, that's
another fable.
That's
Yeah. Well, that's basically their best possible. Okay, land. Come on, land. Please,
it's not
land. Okay, it is a land. So now, what is the...
I mean, I'm just playing Archon. I need to be able to block. I need to at least make him have a removal. If I play Skyclave and eat either thing, it's like I'm just losing on board.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, if they just have the removal, then I think it's game. But if they don't, this at least means they have some tougher decisions to make. Or if they just have a way to loot away a creature, it's also probably game. There's a lot of things that make it horrible for me, I suppose.
Yeah, so far I don't really see why this is better than just playing red-black. I don't really get it.
Yeah, it seems worse to me. Alright, that's probably...
Yeah.
I'll just concede to that.
That was rough. We just needed to draw the land a turn earlier, and I think it still would have been a game.
Yeah.
But...
How much do I like wedding announcement?
I don't think enough.
Play.
I think if... Okay, like, I know they played...
Cutting like a rest in peace.
I know they played 2 Fables that game, but like, if they don't specifically play 2 Fables, I think your mid-range plan is beating their mid-range plan every time.
Yeah. Alright, let's stick with
I think you just, like, in a typical game, I think you have to just keep them off their broken thing.
Right.
And you should win.
Alright, now they're thinking harder about sideboarding. Whew. It's feeling very chipper at the start, but it's been a bit of a mopey league.
Yeah.
Not feeling too great, but
Alright,
we had some fun games. But...
Yeah, there's been some interesting games, for sure.
Alright, keep this. I don't love it, but... Like, where's just have a Luminarch Aspirant, that'd be great.
Yeah, right.
Aspirant seems particularly good right now relative to how it was for a while. Might be worth playing more of it.
What are you on right now? 2 or 3?
3. It was originally like the 4 of.
Yeah, it was like always
4 virtue, and then eventually went down to 2. Okay, they got rid of a null. Interesting. Great draw.
That's not a bad draw.
I still don't know if they play any counter spells.
Well, they play a null.
So I'm just gonna sorcery it because I want it to resolve.
Yeah, I could see them playing Spell Pierce.
Yeah. Now the question is if they play like Anger the Gods or anything like that.
Oh, that would be surprising. Considering they're playing a bunch of things that die to it.
True. You know Phoenix plays it, right?
I mean, that's a fair point, but I don't know. They want things in their graveyard. Well, so does Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair argument. Looks like a flood
Right,
pit's
well, I have
counter.
a good start here. Yeah, which I definitely just don't really care about.
No, they just have nothing. Okay. What do they have?
I mean, they might just have Fable now, which this is like the great position for if they have
Yeah.
Fable, because I can 1-for-1 it.
This
I hope I
might
just hit
be
a land. Come on,
This
a
looks
land.
like maybe a double Fable hand, and you're actually pretty set up to beat a double Fable hand here.
Yeah.
Very well set up to beat it, actually.
Yeah, I have 2 clean answers, so I really just love to hit a couple land drops and get to Virtue here. Come on, land. Dang.
The land is annoying, but you're still way ahead here.
Yeah, I get to hit him for 5.
They just have nothing going on.
Tapped White Source would have been insanely good, though.
Oh yeah, it would have been insanely good for sure, but yeah, I mean, they just have nothing.
Alright.
I'm assuming they just play another Fable. Like, that's like the only thing that makes sense with their hand. They played nothing on 2.
Yeah, nothing on 1, nothing on 2.
Yeah, it like has to be another Fable.
Could be Fable plus unsummon on my token. Or play with fire. Let's see. I hope it's just Fable, obviously, at this point.
Steam Core Scholar. Oh, baby. Okay, that's why they're playing blue. Alright, I respect it.
Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards, unless you discard an instant or sorcery. Discard 2 trees. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, untapped
Okay.
White Source is amazing here, for sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you get to go Aspirant Dramokas.
So, I feel like... I'm trying to think of what I should try to play around, but I should just see if I draw a land, because that's the... Like, I think I just kill that to push damage if I draw land. Yeah.
Nice. I think you do
Well,
kill it.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so if you kill it, what's the worst they can do? They can go Soul Cauldron plus Floodpit's Drowner, but it doesn't have haste, so they
Right.
can't even tap it.
Yeah, I kind of think I just... So the
I think
question...
if you just keep it off, keep creatures off the board, they're just
Yeah.
gonna die. Yeah, I think you just push the damage here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what their like best possible turn is here. Is it like Fable plus Floodmaw your token? I don't
Yeah,
even know.
something like that,
Yeah.
probably. If they just have 3 unsummons, like, they send me to the Stone Age.
Well, sure, okay. They have 3 unsummons. Yeah, they could. But they're at 4.
Yeah.
I don't know. This looks pretty good.
Univol, there's a blocker. They needed that. Although I do have Field of Ruin and Parting Gust.
Yeah, right.
There's the other
Okay,
Fable.
there's Fable. 2 mana left. Can you stop this Redain? Okay, so we have to play around Floodmaw here, right?
I know, yeah.
So how do we play around Floodmaw and still kill them?
I feel like probably put counter on Redain, attack with everything?
What if you put it... Well, then they could just unsummon Redain, right?
But then they have to jump here.
Oh yeah, that's true, and they still die. Well, what if you put... But, okay, if they have... I'm just trying to think if we can play around
Yeah,
everything.
right.
So what if they have Floodmaw plus Play with Fire?
I don't think I can win then.
What if you put a counter on...
I mean, Aspirant would be the other
Aspirant.
card.
If you put a counter on Aspirant,
They could still like unsummon Redain or unsummon.
they could unsummon Redain, play with fire aspirant, you save aspirant, and there's they're not dead.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
I think I'd probably put the counter on aspirant though, and attack with everything. Do I put the Selfless Savior into combat?
Yeah, I guess if they have specifically Flood Mob play with fire, then they're not dead. I think you put the Selfless Savior.
Yeah, I think I just put counter on aspirant and attack with everything.
Yeah. Make them have it.
Yeah.
And make them chump block, importantly, too. Even if they do have it, they'll still have to get rid of their token.
Mm-hmm.
2 mana. Oh, okay. Well, you can Parting Gust that. So are they dead now?
What do they tap something?
What do they tap?
I mean, I think now pretty much no matter what, I don't think I can win because they have. I was gonna say, I assume they tap 3 Dane.
Well, hold on. So now you Parting Gust the Flood Pit's Drowner. No, okay, they're not dead. Yeah, damn. They would go to 1. Yeah.
It does mean they have to chump if I do that though.
Yeah.
So maybe I still do that. Then if they Soul Cauldron, tap this to put me to 2, and they could like attack with the Mutavault. But I'd have Virtue of Loyalty.
So if you Parting Gust, okay, yeah, they could Soul Cauldron, put you to 2, and you still have Virtue.
And if they have an answer for that.
Oh man, but if you don't kill it,
they can
then...
shuffle my Redain away or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'll probably get rid of it.
I think you get rid of it and hope they don't have exactly the perfect cards.
Yeah. They need a lot to go right.
Yeah, they do. They don't even have the Cauldron yet. We're assuming they have the Cauldron.
Right, yeah. They have to have Cauldron plus another removal. Yeah, now they have to chump Knight, so they'll be left with just Fish.
Yep, and they have to block. Yeah, they have to block the Knight, so you don't lose anything.
Yeah. Definitely wishing it was just my 3rd Dramoka's command there.
Yeah, that would have been better, yeah. Dramoka's, turns out, really good card.
One. Yeah, they pretty much have to have Cauldron plus Play with Fire. I mean, I guess that's pretty much what they need.
Cauldron plus Play with Fire, does that even get them there?
Well, like, yeah, they can play Cauldron, put a counter here, make it.
Oh, and then Play with Fire face, right? Yeah.
Or they could have Cauldron plus 2. Yeah, and I guess I forgot that this has Vigilance, so I have 2 blockers. So it's like.
They have to have Play with Fire. Yeah, it has to be Cauldron Play with Fire.
Basically. I mean, or it has to be like literally 2 Flood Maw or whatever.
Okay, they discarded 2 cards, so they didn't have it in hand.
Well, they technically could have, but.
Yeah, but probably not. They discarded a Fable, so. Did you find it, opponent?
It would have been a nice game to just find the Rest in Peace for sure, because it's like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like, to your point, like, I'm winning this game if they don't do some nutty combo thing with me. What is this?
Oh, Kiora. I was wondering if they played that. Once I saw the Steam Core Scholar, I was wondering if they played this. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean,
it matters in the sense that, wait, they get to draw 2 cards.
They do make an 8/8. Oh, that's true.
No, it has to attack. It says whenever it attacks, there are 7 more cards in your
Oh,
graveyard.
okay. Yeah. But they do get to just loot more.
Yeah, I was gonna say they still have mana for 2.
Oh yeah, they still could Soul Cauldron.
Yeah, I mean they're just
Play with Fire.
That's all they're looking for. That's it.
Okay,
now,
if that's
now
the
it
last...
has to be Soul Cauldron plus Burn, yeah, to the face. Which be so annoying. But
Yeah, that would be really lame if that's what they found. Doesn't look like it. I don't think they'd go to combat. Slow roll it? Are they going second main do it? No, okay. Okay, I think you've got them here.
yeah, I agree.
I mean, they can block with Mutavault.
But I can destroy Mutavault, so...
Oh, you can destroy Mutavault. Yeah. Okay, so I think you've got it here.
Alpha Savior's lethal.
Yeah, you just swing out. You just put a counter on a Vigilance guy and swing out. So that's okay. So Kiora and the Steam Core Scholar is more why they're playing the blue, I guess.
Yeah, just more looting.
Yeah.
It's better than Blood Tithe Harvester, which probably isn't. But
I think it's just not better. That's the thing. Yeah, I think I'd rather just play Fear of Missing Out and Blood Tithe. Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, they could have 2 bounce spells here, and
Yeah, that's true. They could have exactly 2 flood mod into the flood mods.
or like 2. Yeah, Play with Fire doesn't really do anything because I can save. Yeah, I was gonna say because I can save that.
Yep.
So even had Play with Fire, they just didn't have the Soul Cauldron. Jeez.
Right, they were 1 card away.
Gosh, they're trying to combo me here. Do they have the bounce?
Wait, no way. Do they?
Yeah, I mean they're still. Okay.
Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. But they're still just okay, now they have 0 cards. So they're
Yeah.
not comboing you, so you're still just gonna
So
win.
now I can leave up Mutavault because the only thing they could target would be. Oh no, they'll flip Fable. Oh yeah, and they only have 0 cards. Oh yeah. So even if they draw Soul Cauldron, they can't like.
Yeah, they can't kill they can't outright kill you.
Yeah. They could trade here, chump here. Yeah.
And then you just kill them with Redain.
Yeah. I mean, and I'll still have Aspirant out too.
So you do have to leave up field.
Yeah, I have to leave up field, I think. Yeah. They had everything they needed to get the game to this point, but just not quite all the way there. Just 2 minutes of clock left. These leagues can just never go fast. This might be the time when it finally.
That's the difference between this and Arena, right?
Yeah. Arena can go a lot faster. Which I'm wondering if eventually we'll want to switch over to Arena. Alright, let's
Yeah,
quick
maybe.
one.
I'm open to it. I just have no cards on Arena. That's the problem. I just need to
Yeah.
build up my collection on
Yeah,
there.
actually, for me, Arena's like now. Once you get into it, I feel like it's a better economy because then you just like
If you can
you
grind,
just keep getting
on it.
gold just playing gets you gold inherently, as opposed to in this where like theoretically you can lose and be like having to pay to play. Like you never have to pay to play. You know, just
Yeah,
glattering.
in theory, my problem is like I like to try out a lot of different decks.
Right, that's really hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
You have to pay a lot more money if you want to play a lot of different stuff on Arena.
Yeah.
But me, I like always play the same core stuff, and now I've actually had the collection long enough that like. Because the thing is, I just have like 90,000 gold or something because I just never need to use it. So like, if a new set came out that had a ton of stuff I wanted, I could just buy like
Oh wow.
a ton of packs from the new set.
Yeah, that's great.
I didn't want to play anything from Duskmourn, and I didn't want to play anything from Foundations. So I'm just like, I just will spend no I'll spend no gold on any of those sets, and just
Yeah.
and you just slowly build up wild cards too, because you also just like get packs for playing.
No, it makes sense.
I still don't have that many rare wild cards, but if I were to use all my gold, I would like get a bunch of wild cards from all the packs that I used it on.
Right. Yeah, I should probably start like doing dailies on there now that
Yeah.
Pioneer Masters is on there.
I don't know. I
just-
sympathize with you. I'm not trying to convince you.
I
by
just
any
don't
means.
even have a deck. Like I built the like
Yeah,
old
it would take-
Obnixilis aggro deck on there.
Yeah, that would be a little painful. It takes pretty much to get a deck. You have to pay money. Like there's
Yeah.
Unless you're willing to grind with just like garbage, or play
That's
a
the
bunch of-
thing. I would
which
just
is not
like
very fun
grind.
for either of us, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's really not. But if I can just get to the red-white cage deck, like that deck has been pretty stable for me for a while now. I feel
Yeah.
like I could be pretty happy to play that most of the time. So
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe I'll get back on the arena. I've been very reluctant, but
Like I said, I'm definitely not trying to convince you, but it's nice when it's not. It definitely goes faster. It's definitely nicer for if you have a random half hour.
yeah, right. Good toilet game.
that too. Yeah, only 211 active players in the Pioneer League. It's starting to feel.
Yeah, that's
it's
real low.
drying
That's
up.
real low. I
You
mean,
know-
it's not. I hate to say it. It's not surprising though.
No,
There's just
yeah.
there's
People
no
play what
reason.
they can compete in.
Exactly. There's no reason to be like studying, practicing Pioneer right now,
Mhm.
other than you just want to enjoy a good, healthy format.
Yeah,
There's
it is
nothing,
really fun right now. It's
nothing to
just not
prepare
great,
for.
but
Yeah.
keeping it.
Yikes. I feel like I'd mulligan this.
Yeah, that was maybe greedy, but it's 10 o'clock.
Oh,
I
you
don't have
kept it.
time for that.
Don't have time for that. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
Kill me quickly. Got a lot of green white. Everyone wants to be playing the green white right now. Oof, okay. That's
Land
what
number
we're doing.
6. All
That's
right.
what
Here
we're
we
doing.
go. Yep. It's okay.
we're
We
at.
crack a clue.
Yeah, that was what I kept. I was like, dude.
Yeah, we got a
Don't
1-drop
draw-
and a 2-drop.
I definitely won't draw any more lands in this hand. Okay, well they can't play for the double white thing, which would be the worst thing for me if they played, so
True.
it's nice
True.
at least.
Yeah, Boseiju is nice.
Journey on.
Good old Kellen.
Oh,
Kellen
I'm an
is
idiot.
very
I should have
good
cracked the
deck.
clue first.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Jeez.
I forgot that that's what that does. I would have made the same mistake. Yeah.
1 versus 2 maps.
Alright, get rid of that stupid Kellen.
Yeah.
Get out of
Nice
here.
to be the first one to have removal able to resolve in this matchup. Unfortunately, I don't think this is a matchup where my double fields will be very clutch.
No, probably not, but... Hey, this time though, we're gonna draw the Hushbringers in the post-board games.
Dude, this league is like all green ETB stuff. It's literally 3.
Yeah.
Wait, what was match 1 against? I don't even remember.
Match
Played
1...
the blue-red tree. Oh, humans.
Match 1 was
yeah,
mono-
Hushbringer would have been good in 4 of the 5.
It would have been good there too, yeah. Yeah. It's true. No,
Alright.
Hushbringer.
Coco it is.
MVP that we never see.
Alright, well, this hand is so bad that I kind of just have to run this out and let them do whatever the hell they do to it.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're Cocoing here.
Yeah. Definitely when you keep a 5-lander with Thraben Inspector and a good removal spell in the play, you hope to not draw 3 more lands in your next 4 draws.
Yeah.
I guess there's 2 more lands in the...
I pretty much can never get myself to keep a 5-lander.
Yeah, just having Cave and Field. Do I want to keep playing? Not very much.
Gross. That's pretty gross. I don't know. It's up to you. They have 4
I'll
cards
make
to
them
play.
prove that they have more non-land cards in their hand, and if they
Yeah.
do, I will concede.
Yeah, they could be sitting on a bunch of air. It's possible.
Could be having a hand as good as mine. Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
These decks lately, when I play against them, they just always have it. Alright, Kadema Priest, Hushbringer.
It was really funny when I played in the tournament against Green White Coco. I had like had a lot of really close games all day and like lots of removal spells, and I was never getting Cage to go off. And then I just played against Coco and just 2-0'd them very easily with like turn 4 Amiria's Call both games.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this is refreshing.
Yeah. I don't know, I could see Invasion. I feel like I played Invasion in this match before. It's kind of tough. On the play, it might be worth it. It's just nice to know what's in their hand to set their Coco back, and if you ever flip it, it's like really snowbally.
Yeah, Invasion is always like a tough one for me to figure out. Like, there's the obvious matchups where you bring it in, but it's tough for me to figure out the like close ones. I don't know. I could see it on the play here, but I don't know. It's close.
Just getting a lot of rough hands too.
Ooh, baby! There's the Hushbringer. All right,
okay,
we're
and
in
mulligan
business.
too, which I do think
We're
double
in
mulliganing
business.
favors me.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we are definitely in business here.
I mean, they could just have portable hold.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't manifest that into existence.
But it does need to be portable hold, to be clear. So.
Yeah, it has to be, right. They can't Skyclave it, they can't Werefox it, yeah. I gotta use the restroom real fast, I'll be right back.
Okay. This is just not my league, man. I just have Aven Interrupter, probably. Oh my goodness, they took me off my Archon. Truly a nothing can go right league here, to say the least.
Alright, what happened? Oh,
They had the portable
really?
hole.
They had the portable hole? Come
Yeah,
on!
and there's the bodyguard, yeah. This is just a nothing can go right league. It's just,
You gotta be kidding me.
and they had like turn 2 Archon, so I couldn't play my Archon in turn 3. And they just have Enduring Innocence, okay.
Jeez.
Insane.
Wow. This was a mold of 6, too.
Oh, I just flooded again. Yeah, I mean, I just got nothing, man.
Just flooded and they drew perfect. Man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's nothing to say. It's just...
Just magic, yeah.
Yeah, it's just magic. That's true.
Really? Fuck that.
I mean, if they just don't have the portable...
Oh yeah, none of their things.
The rest of their creatures just suck. Yeah.
Yep. That's how that goes. And if they just have Coco now too, it's just insane.
Do you have portable holes of your own in?
I
right
did
now?
bring him in, yeah. Which does answer their portable hole, it's pretty relevant.
It does. Okay, that's an out. That's an out.
Okay.
Just have to hope they have nothing left.
Probably have another bodyguard, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe they didn't see it. Maybe they just... What? You had a manland? Damn it. Portable hole. Oh,
It's
that
huge.
works too. That works too. We're still in it. It's not over. Because that shuts off their draw triggers too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's big. This game's not over. And yeah. Oh man.
Oh, that's juicy. Oh, I think we just swung it back in our favor. Oh my god. What a top deck.
Skyclave, baby. That's what I needed.
Oh,
Come on, don't let me end this night too depressed.
What a top deck. We deserve it at this point. I mean, come on.
I don't know what their hand is. Is it more portable holes? I almost feel like it has to be. So just not being playing anything.
Or just all lands. Oh no, they have missed at least one land drop. Huh, okay. Well, that's not too helpful, but that's fine.
I mean, I got attack, right?
Yeah, definitely attack.
I think they're just on nothing. I don't know.
Do you even play anything? Yeah, I guess play the Giant Killer, yeah.
Yeah, Giant Killer will help keep me out of like double blocking with Coco, you know, out of nowhere type scenarios that could trade with Hushbringer.
Right.
But otherwise, I'm in really good shape here.
What are they holding in hand?
Yeah, do they have that many lands?
If they had Portable Hold, they would have played it.
Oh yeah, for sure. The nice thing here is I at least have an immediate answer to the Enduring Innocence if they do Portable Hold Hushbringer.
Right, right.
It's funny because now them having the Iganjo on my cave feels really good.
Dude, wow, incredible turnaround. It felt like it was over.
Alright, I get to play one more game this league. Alright.
Very nice. I don't know. The plan seems good. It just needs to not have everything go wrong.
That was a very concise way of saying it, yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Seems
That's a keeper.
fine.
That's a keeper
Yeah.
for sure. Definitely would love to top deck Portable Hold.
Yeah.
Because they always have the turn 1 elf.
That's what I'm saying. Top deck Portable Hold. You want it every game.
Fuck. Yeah.
Oh, baby. Spoken into existence. I love it.
After I spoke theirs into existence.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Alright. Some things are going our way. It's a great sign. Just gotta have nothing. Helen, Jesus.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
that's
good.
a great draw.
Oh yeah, now you can parting gust it. I was like, why is that a great draw? Oh yeah. That is a great draw.
And I just like hitting my land drops. Alright, opponent.
What else you got? Another elf? Who gives a fuck?
Probably just skyclaving it. Then I
Yeah,
get the double
they
two.
missed a land drop. Yeah, definitely Skyclave it, right?
It's a little greedy, I think, because Skyclave it's more important. But I think I like that I can double 2 next turn.
I mean, if they didn't miss a land drop,
Yeah,
I would
then-
think it's greedy, but now you're shutting them off Coco for sure. So
True. Yep.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah. Okay. Here we are. Portable hole, my portable. I was wondering if that was gonna happen. Alright, I mean,
Okay.
makes me wonder if I should kill that.
They need lands real bad.
It's definitely a...
Dude, I think you kill that elf.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Well, I don't know.
Dromoka's Command kills their relevant stuff too.
I know, that's why it's tough. It's like, do you waste it on that? But if you kill their elf, they're at least 2 draws away from playing a Coco.
True. I think I kill it, yeah.
And like you have Master,
I've-
you have a way that you're
Right,
building.
I'm clocking them. I'm gonna play Giant Killer next turn, which just means that like then if they hit 2 land drops in a row, I still have ways to tap down creatures from double blocking profitably, and I also have Cave, which is like another way to try to end the game.
Right,
Yeah, I
right.
think I'm pretty firmly in. Yeah, and the just like, yeah, okay, they didn't
Got
make me
him.
play it out. Wow,
God,
went from a real low point there. to,
salvaged a 3/2 with
Yeah.
some sweet top decks.
yeah, skyclaving the portable hole, just what I needed.
Yep, that was great.
Alrighty.
And top decking the portable hole on turn 1, also great.
Yeah. I think there's real substance to Spirit of the Labyrinth being playable right now, but I think it's like not the right one to be going like extra slots for that card. I think that league, unless the meta shifts more firmly in a way where.
Yeah, I mean that league definitely made.
Like I'm not trying to pretend that league's
another
like
Hushbringer,
representative of what I'd run into yet, but like I do think there's a lot of that kind of people are liking the green-white Coco stuff. Green-white has been dead in Pioneer. Like it's not been a thing in Pioneer for a very long time. I think ever since that deck top 8'd, like with the Enduring Innocences and the Cocos, people are like pretty high on it. Just like people who like play creature decks.
Yep.
I think having like a very clear plan for them, and then like Angels is still out there. Hushbringer is good and against like enigmatic ETB effects too. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's
and mono green's still out there. Not
mono green. It's the absolute best card against mono green as well.
It's
Spirit's
still a thing.
Good against mono green too, but yeah.
True.
I think if I were to do a quick tweak, it would be like add the third here. Maybe the one of Spirit still stays main.
Yeah, it's not a bad main deck card. I mean, a team with 3/1 is just not bad.
Right. It's tricky. I don't know. Giant Killer didn't really have any. I mean, it was like passable in all of those, but
yeah, we just didn't really play against its good matchups. Yeah. They're definitely out.
But I could see Giant Killer still being like a better one of. And then we get in the same conversation of like, do I do a recruitment officer as a flex slot, or do I do I could add another 2-drop.
Yeah, 4th Aspirant. Add back the 4th
Aspirant's
Aspirant. We were saying
really
Aspirant looked really good. We were wanting to draw Aspirant.
Yeah, I think Aspirant's better than it used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, Aspirant's not good against like red-black mid-range, but it's really good against green-white based decks that don't have a ton of removal or that really play to the board. So good with Raven Inspector. But yeah, that's I feel like we keep doing this. We keep getting like the 3-2. We got some 4-1s too, and I haven't had too many leagues where I felt like I've like drawn super well or anything. You know, like I think this shell is still, it's just a strong shell when you know how to play it, and people obviously don't really know what they're up against. So continues to just feel good. It pretty much lose to getting mana flooded. It feels like the main way to lose.
Yeah, it's very consistent. Like, it's very consistently solid. I mean, you don't. I mean, yes, we had like one pretty bad stream, I think, but
yeah, there was one where it won for it. Yeah, but I think we're on like this is definitely at least the 5th, I think now.
And it's overall
3-2s, 4-1.
Been very good. Seems just very well rounded. Yeah.
And obviously every Magic player kind of tries to do this of like evaluate when you are 3-2ing a lot or 4-1ing a lot. It's like, also, can you tell if you're getting lucky, or can you tell if you're getting unlucky? And I feel like I haven't been running hot like this deck ever really.
No, I would.
I'm not saying I haven't run super bad. I didn't this league overall with how that last match ended up. It was like, okay, ended up having fine draws to kind of salvage what was almost a depressing loss at the end there, but. I haven't had like a streak of just like, oh, I'm having great opening hands and drawing really solid into the mid game, like consistently 4 matches in a row yet on stream either. So I just mean that like by that I think we're not getting like a lucky good outcome to get like 3-2s and a 4-1 mixed in. Like if anything, I feel like it's closer to like we could be 4-1ing if we were running a little better. Yeah,
I agree.
So it's fun. Thanks for joining me again. Thanks to anyone who tuned in to watch. I don't know, for some reason, I feel like last week was a tough week. I was just like not as excited to be playing Magic, even though we were playing the fun Gruul deck. But I feel like this week, for some reason, I was just like, I'm excited to play green-white again. Probably because it's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It was fun.
As soon as you get a little time off, you get that itch again.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, oh, it's going to be a good time. And it's good to know that I had no idea that turtle deck existed with like land triggers drawing with the toughness being high. That's an interesting one.
I've definitely ran into it a couple times and definitely lost to it a couple times. I mean, it does some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
it's definitely like whenever
I'm playing deck.
It's a high roll deck for sure, but yeah, it's very much like whenever I'm playing the red-white deck, I'm just trying to get under it,
Yeah,
leaning on the invasions in the sideboard.
Yeah.
trying to like get it almost dead, kill their one big thing they play, finish it off type of thing.
Yep.
But that's not always possible. Sometimes they go crazy.
Yeah, the 1-mana 0/3 reaches are particularly good against my
yeah,
embarrassingly
right.
so. That's the thing I've learned after a lot of reps against Lotus Field, is that Skyclave's actually good against them in this deck, because I've had a lot of games where I'm just sitting there with like Archon, Thraben Inspector, and like they have just one, and it's like, okay, they're not able to combo, but they have infinite time if they just have one grazer out. Yeah, they have one grazer out.
They have a fucking fog bank in play.
Yeah. Alright, well, that'll be it for this week. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here.